A very good morning to you children. As you all know, I am your computer teacher, myself Shaptika Pandey. Okay, so today we will continue with our chapter number 2, that is memory and storage. In this time, we will learn about external memory. Okay, so let's get started with the topic. Now, children, earlier also we have discussed that there are two types of memory. How many types of memories are there? Two types of memory. First one is a primary memory. Second one is a secondary memory. Also, primary memory is also known as internal memory, and secondary memory is also known as external memory. Okay. Now, in primary memory, RAM and ROM are the two examples of primary memory. RAM means random access memory and ROM means read only memory. So these are the two examples of primary memory. And what are the examples of external memory? Hard disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, flash or pen drive, and memory card. So these are the example of external memory. Okay, in the previous class we have already done with primary memory. In this session we will learn about hard disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, flash drive and pen drive, memory card. That means we will learn about external memory. Okay. Now children, what is an external memory? External memory is needed because our computer space is not insufficient to store a large amount of data. So we need external memory for that. Okay, external memory is used to store the information for a long period of time, and we need external memory to store the data in external memory because our computer memory is insufficient to store a large amount of data. Okay, now external memory is also known as secondary memory, and it consists of four things: memory card, flash drive and pen drive. Flash drive is another name of pen drive. Okay, now hard disk and CD, DVD and Blu-ray disc. So it consists of these devices. Okay, external memory is used to store the data externally. Now hard disk. Hard disk is a device which is fixed inside the CPU box. Okay, so what is hard disk? Hard disk is a device that is fixed inside the CPU box, and hard disk is used to store a large amount of data. Okay, we use hard disk for that only. Okay, now while processing in a program, the CPU uses RAM for processing. Okay, when your program is running, while processing is going on, CPU always use RAM for processing. RAM means internal memory for processing. Okay, now but when we save the file, it is copied from RAM to the hard disk. Okay, while working in a program, CPU always uses RAM for processing, but when we save the file, it is copied from RAM to the hard disk. Understood? So it always stored in, it is saved in hard disk. Okay, now we can also save it on any other secondary devices, like we can save it in pen drive, we can save it in CD, DVD or any other secondary device. Okay, now hard disks are of two types: internal hard disk and external hard disk. Okay, now internal hard disk is fixed inside the CPU box, but external hard disk we can connect it to the CPU externally also. Okay, now there are two types of hard disks. First one is internal hard disk and second one is external hard disk. So okay, so first one, internal hard disk, we fix inside the CPU box, but external hard disk we can connect it to the computer or CPU by using USB cable. Okay, now storage capacity of hard disk is 1 terabyte to 16 terabyte. Okay, now another one is pen drive. Now what is the use of pen drive? Pen drive is a small portable secondary storage device. Yes, pen drive is so small but it can store a large amount of data. Okay, so pen drive is the small and portable secondary device. It is used to store data and it can store data permanently. Okay, it can store data permanently. And another name for pen drive is flash drive. Flash drive is also known as pen drive and pen drive is also known as flash drive. Okay, now it is so small that it can be carried in a pocket. Yes, pen drive is so small in size but it can store a large amount of data and it can store data permanently. Okay, now storage capacity of pen drive is it can store data up to 1 terabyte. Okay, now next one is CD, DVD and BD. Now what is the full form of CD, DVD and BD? CD stands for compact disc, DVD stands for digital versatile disc and BD stands for Blu-ray disc. Okay, these three things, it looks similar to each other. Okay, but it is having different functionalities. Now first one is compact disc. It can be stored data permanently. So compact disc can store data permanently. Now it can be carried easily. Okay, so it looks like a round shaped shiny disc, so it can be carried easily. Okay, now next is DVD, so digital versatile disc. It can also store data permanently and it also can be carried easily and it looks just like a CD. Okay, so DVD, it can also store data permanently, it can also be carried easily and it can also look like a CD. Okay, now next is Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc is also, it can be store data permanently. Blu-ray disc can also store data permanently, it can be carried easily and it looks like a DVD and CD. So these two were the similarities between these three things, like compact disc and DVD and Blu-ray disc are similar to each other in some ways. Okay, now these 2 points are common in all three of them. Like it can store data permanently and it can be carried easily, but the storage capacity of each device is different. Okay, now first one is compact disk. The storage capacity of compact disk is up to 700 MB megabyte. Okay, so it can store data up to 700 MB. CD can store data up to 700 MB. Now next is digital versatile disk, that means DVD, and it can store data up to 4.7 GB to 17 GB. So it can store data from 4.7 gigabyte to 17 gigabyte. Now next is Blu-ray disc. It is of two types. Okay, single side disc and double side disc. Okay, Blu-ray disc is of two types, single side disc and double side disc. So single side disc is having different capacity and double side is having different capacity. So single side disc can store data up to 25 GB, 25 gigabyte, but double side disk storage capacity is doubled. Okay, so it can store data up to 50 gigabyte. Understood? So these were the capacity or storage capacity of these three devices. Now next is data card. Yes, what is data card? Data card is also known as smart card, and we commonly called it as memory card. Okay, so what is data card? It is a memory card. A data card is also a portable storage device. It is also known as smart card. Okay, so another name of data card is smart card or memory card. And data card is also a portable storage device. That means we can carry data card or memory card anywhere. Okay, so it is portable storage device. Now it is commonly used in cameras, mp3 player, tablets and mobile phones. Okay, so we use memory card. Where we use memory card? In our phones, in our tablets, in our cameras, okay, etc. Now its storage capacity is, it can store data up to 1 terabyte. Okay, so memory card is used to store data up to 1 terabyte. Okay, okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you children for watching the video, and we have done with the chapter number 2, and in the next class we will continue with our question answer. So stay safe, stay in your home and stay healthy. Thank you everyone.